Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the British Academy Games Awards. Thank you to the London Oriana Choir performing a beautiful song there, The End of All Things, from Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Please give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful and haunting testament to how things are in the UK at the moment. Tonight, we honour the achievements of the inspirational and talented nominees from small independents to global studios who've worked hard on their journey to success here this evening. A year that has provided players with another formidable lineup of games, packed with monster hunting hijinks, heartfelt indie love stories, god-smacking blockbusters, and outlaws on the run. It's been a glorious year of gaming. Give yourself a massive round of applause. Congratulations for all that you've achieved to get here. Yes. Good. Well done. I say them with total confidence, knowing that I have not played any of them, really. Well, I have, of course I have. I'm in many ways your dream customer because I buy them all. I buy all of the games and I don't have time to play them. So my hunger is never sated for the adventures that I see here, right? And then when the awards come around, they give me all of the things, the nominations, right? Okay, so I can really catch up with them. And then every year, there's a little moment in the O'Brien household where I have to delete the previous year's games I haven't finished to make way for this year's games I haven't finished, right? So I'm going to talk with complete confidence here tonight about things that I have yet to even get to. Apparently, somebody gets tuberculosis. Not so far for me. You get to unlock Ithaca and other Greek islands. No. You get to drive in Edinburgh. No. There's so many things I haven't got to do. There's literally a nominee for Best Performance whose work I never got to. You don't ever get that in the Oscars, where somebody goes and the winner goes to somebody. I left the cinema before they arrived. But no, because mainly for this year, and this is the thing that will obviously change as you get older, I play games with my kids, and they're very different to the games that obviously many of the AAA games here. I mainly play a lot of Battle Royale type games, a lot of many permutations of that with a young man. And look, really, what doesn't have a Battle Royale version of at this stage? Like whatever, even Call of Duty has given a Battle Royale version, while at the same time Fortnite has got respawning. You're just confusing things, lads. One of you do one thing and the other do the other, because frankly, this is like the bit where Flora brought out a range of margarine called Buttery. It's not helping, lads, for this to be vague. Everything is a battle. Tetris has a Battle Royale version. Nobody was asking for a Battle Royale version of Tetris. FIFA 19 has a mode where players get eliminated off the field. Who needed Battle Royale on a football field, right? Even Fallout 76 has got a Battle Royale mode, but that's really because there's only one person still playing it. And even when I get away from the kids to play a game, there's bloody kids in the game, right? The last thing I need is to take time away from my family to raise Kratos' son instead. That doesn't make any sense at all. But it does raise the thing, by the way, teaching swordplay to your kids is more common as an experience for parents than people possibly. Because obviously, we're very vague. Oh, we're very right on these days. There are no guns in the house. Oh, kids don't play with guns anymore. There was a thing for a long time. But shall we not let kids near guns? And you go, oh, that's good. It's good that we don't give guns to kids, like whatever. But Jesus, swords have really rushed in to fill the vacuum. If you're a parent, you know your house is filled constantly with lightsabers and pirate swords and endless amounts of different swords. And I'll say this for guns. Yes, they're a social evil. But at least when you're playing with guns, the kid's on the other side of the room. Pam, pam, pam. Oh, you got me. Well done. Swords don't hurt. Swords do hurt, excuse me. Guns don't hurt. If you get a sword in the nuts, you really feel it. And there's no amount of hearing an authentic Star Wars noise as it swoops up between your legs is going to stop that. Apologies, this comes out because it's dreadfully middle class, but I am a dreadfully middle class. For those of you who haven't done middle class parenting in London, that basically, how can I sum it up in a snapshot? Middle class parenting in London involves writing a lot of thank you letters on behalf of children who can't write to children who can't read. That is... it involves. But even games involve, and a wonderful thing, My Child Lebensborn, what an incredible act of love that game is. It's a fantastic game. It's very moving, it's very beautiful, but I'm not playing it because I've already got miserable kids in the house at the best of times, and I'm not leaving my children to make another child unhappy instead, right? With kids going, what do you want? Daddy's playing a video game instead of being a better parent. Listen, it is, if you want any kind of snapshot, and the last thing I'll say is, if you want any kind of snapshot of raising a small child is like, look at the Parliament. That is essentially, look at right now, Parliament is essentially being a toddler at breakfast time who won't eat any permutation of the food you want to give it. Have some mashed banana? No. Okay, have some full banana? No. Have a sausage? No. What do you want? Stop saying no to everything, right? There have been stunning games, however, for family, and I'm going to claim some of those, by the way. Overcooked 2, fabulous game. Really, really good. Really love Overcooked 2. Astrobots, single-handedly making VR an essential part as well. Done for that. Nintendo Labo, fantastic innovative idea that is. What an amazing financial thing that is to make cardboard even more expensive than Ryman's make it. I mean, it comes in a box and the kids are allowed to play with the box instead. It's quite impressive. Anyway, but there are loads of family games. And yes, obviously there are other games. Obviously there's all these fantastic AAA things and they've been as stunning as they always are. But I'll just say this. I get dumped with them a week before these awards and lads, they're too big. I'm just saying this. Like Grandpa from The Simpsons, they're too big. This would be like if I was hosting a book awards and every book was 4,000 pages long. And then if you even finished those 4,000 pages, all you got was another 500 pages as a thank you for having done that far. And so many skill trees. Jesus, lads, what's with the skill trees? With the same skills on each skill tree, right? Here's my nomination as an innovation for the industry. If I've already unlocked stealth kill in one game, just give it to me in all the other games as well, would you? It seems to be a waste of time to make me re-earn it, whether I'm Batman or Spider-Man or Kratos or whoever, to re-earn what is basically hiding in a bush until somebody gets a bit closer and then I press triangle. There's no reason to withhold that any longer, right? But there is a general theme within gaming, and I will say this, like whatever, that you've done well. You've done very, very well. I've hosted this awards across the last dozen years, about 9 times, right? And there are times when I've hosted these awards as if you were the underdogs, as if you were the little industry that could, and look how well you're doing, and look at you now, for God's sake, look at the levels of success you have, the largest entertainment industry in the world, and the levels of confidence. And my God, is that ever slightly seeping through into the games you're making? May I point out, Forza Horizon 4. Fabulous game. Looked gorgeous. How stunning. Well done to the developers of that. Glorious game. But Jesus, how middle class was that game, right? A game, what piece of middle class wish fulfillment? The ability to drive from the Cotswolds to Edinburgh in 15 minutes. Yes, we're keeping our place in the countryside, but Tarquin is a play on at the fringe. And what's with all the boats? Jesus, you've gone big on boats in the last year. I've mocked you before for the horses, but Jesus, you love a ship now. Everyone's got a ship. Have you all got yachts? Is that the idea? Is it, lad? You've all done well in your Battle Royale money and you've got money to burn, so we all have to learn how to man a ship to work on your crew during the summer. Every game involves somehow being on a boat or something, whether you're at Sea of Thieves with 3 strangers who you've never met, passive-aggressively warning you about an island because you haven't learned how to stop a boat yet. That's happened to me more than once. Or, of course, Assassin's Creed, a glorious game, nominated for one of the big awards here. Fabulous stuff. Well done to the makers of Assassin's Creed. All I said, absolutely gorgeous. Who hasn't wanted to clamber up a 20-foot penis as part of the gameplay? But as well as that, both, oh my God, by the way, to the maker, to Ubisoft and the makers of those, yes, but surely at some stage you're going to run out of historical periods. I know, obviously the next one is Roman, has to be Roman, right? But you've done, you've done all of history at this stage. You've got to bring this one. I'm looking for the one set in 1970s Northern Ireland. That's the one, you've got 2 choices of character, Paddy or Billy. That's going to change things. enormously, right? So it's like yachts or ponies. They're the two things this industry is doing really well. Fast cars and the Cotswolds, sorry, three things, yachts and ponies. My God, the horse thing, lads, you've got it down at this stage. Which brings us on to Red Dead Redemption. Congratulations to them. That's a hell of a game. That's the game you want to be playing if you want to get somewhere fast. That's the game. That's the game you want to be dropped with a week before the awards. Quick, finish this one off, and then you can have a look at something else. There's a game that likes to take its own time around its own landscape. Stop and smell the roses. Look at our snow animation for another hour. And listen, it's impressive, it's very, very good, but there's times when the action eventually comes in Red Dead Redemption that I've forgotten what the controls are, and I just shoot my horse in blind panic. I have repeatedly shot my horse in Red Dead Redemption. Yes, I know somebody gets tuberculosis. I'm presuming he caught it off a dead horse, because that's all there is. Hundreds of dead horses. And by the way, can we put a special shout out to the people who draw horses? Because they are doing a particularly brilliant job at the moment. Especially because when they did the horse module in graphic design college, they presumed it would be faces. But rather than more and more intricate versions of horses' arses to be, because that's all you're looking at. And different designers doing different games with horses, just as an insider, do you get horse envy? When somebody else brings out a horse and you go, Jesus, look at that, look at the fetlocks on that. They've done a fantastic job with that horse. Our horse isn't as good. Send it back to the team. We need better musculature on our horses. Lads, these things are great to see. It's fantastic to see, whether the boats or the fast cars or the so many boats. But a warning, boats are dangerous, lads. We've learned that this year as well. We've learned that you can die on a boat, and you can die so many ways on a boat. You can be crushed or killed or electrocuted or shot or eaten by a giant beast or something, all of which I learned from The Return of Obra Dinn, which is another nominee for our, and one of the genuinely most original games we've seen in a while. Fabulous game. Look forward to the sequel next year, which is The Return of Dara Ó Briain, which is a game in which a comedian dies 60 times, and you have to work out which reason he died each time. Was the audience too old, too young, too drunk, not drunk enough, a little bit Brexity maybe, or a video game crowd that realised I was bluffing and turned on me after 10 minutes. They are all the many options that we have. You've had a fantastic year, as you always have. They are glorious properties and they've wonderful things, and we are going to shower you with I say that, no, we'll get the same number of awards and maybe one person will get them all. Who knows? But nonetheless, you're out and you're looking great. Give yourself a massive round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the wonderful work you've done this year. But before we even give out an award, before we even hand out an award, a big thank you to our partners that helped make this evening possible. Activision Blizzard, EE, Electronic Arts, Sega Europe Limited, PlayFusion, Tencent and Ubisoft Entertainment. Thank you very much to them. Give them a round of applause as well. Thank you very much.